All right, everybody, welcome back to another lesson here in Credit for Dropouts. I'm Josh. I'm here with Miles again, and what we're showing you right now is cards to go after first, and specifically the rules of the banks and the reasons why we like to go after these cards first. So obviously, before you go apply for any cards, take what you learn right here, use it to your discretion, and go actually do research first before you go and do this, because everyone's in a different spot, okay? And we're going to give you the rules and what we think is best, but that was for us and our experiences. Your experience might be a little different, and maybe you don't want to go after the exact cards that we show you first because that's not kind of what you're looking for right now. You're looking for a card with like different types of rewards or something. Then that's why you want to go on uscreditcardguide.com. I recommend before you apply for any, like a single credit card, make sure you go on uscreditcardguide.com and research every single credit card at least one time. But from my experience, the first cards you want to go after are going to be chase cards, specifically chase cards that are affected by this 5 and 24 rule. So this is a very, very important rule. You will see it all the time. If you've already been on Reddit, if you've already been on Doctor of Credit and US Credit Card Guide, you probably already know what this is. Basically what the chase 5 and 24 rule is if you've been approved for 5 credit cards in the last 24 months, you will no matter what be denied for that credit card. And that's not just Chase, that's any credit card. If you've been approved for an American Express and a Citibank and a Discover card and a Citibank card, and you got 5 of those, and you go apply for a Chase card, even if you don't have any Chase card, and you go apply for one, and that's been within 24 months, you're going to get automatically denied. It doesn't even matter if you have an 850 credit score, you're going to get denied. And the cards that have these rules have those rules on them because they are so powerful. For example, this Chase Sapphire Preferred is a 5 and 24 card. I have another one in here, this Chase Business Inc. Preferred. This is a 5 and 24 card as well.
The Chase Freedom Unlimited as well.
That's also a 5 and 24 card. And the reason they have this rule is because they just have really, really, really good rewards. For example, you know, the Chase Business Preferred, I get 3 points per dollar on social media advertising, which I have a social media advertising business, so it works out perfectly for me. Chase Sapphire Preferred is a really good one that gets you into gets you Priority Pass. Does it get you Priority Pass on that one actually?
The Reserve will get you.
The Reserve gets you the Priority Pass. That's right. But the Chase Preferred still earns you UR points, which are very powerful. They can be transferred over to lots of different airline partners, or you can buy directly through the UR app. And 1 point is actually worth 1.25. So they're worth a little bit more when you do it through the portal, which if you don't know anything about travel redemption portals or points or miles or any of these things that we talk about, subscribe to our page. We're going to have videos all about it so that way you can learn all of that stuff, how you can fly for free using these points and miles. Okay, hey, miles.
Miles and dollar.
Yes, sir. So one of the first cards that I would recommend going after is the CSP. If you haven't watched our acronym video yet, go through and look at the acronyms. We'll show you what all these mean, but basically this is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. This is a really, really good credit card for getting started. It's affected by the 5 and 24. Usually you have a 60,000 point sign-up bonus.
And you get access to the Sapphire portal, correct?
Yeah, you get access to the Sapphire portal. Like I've booked hotels through the Sapphire portal, and I got like 3 nights in New York and Manhattan for like 30,000 points, which if I would have bought that through Marriott, that would have been like at least 100,000 points. So it's like super valuable, this card right here. The sign-up bonus is about 60,000. I actually got 80,000 on mine. That was when they were doing a really big sign-up offer. It may not be that high for you right now. I think right now it's actually down to 60. But I recommend going in person. Sometimes if you apply in person at these Chase banks, you can get one of these bigger offers. So I've got 80,000 on that one before. In addition to the CSP, you have like the Chase Freedom Unlimited is a really, really good starter credit card. I would say 1.5. They market it as cashback, even though it's not actually cashback. It gives you UR points, which I've always wondered, is that illegal how they're doing that? Isn't that false advertisement? They're saying you get cash back, but you get UR points, which is kind of the same thing because you could actually transfer UR points for dollars. For example,
you could redeem it for 1.5% cash back, but
yeah,
it's not really that great.
Like for example, this 80,000 miles, if this was your bonus, you could either use the 80,000 miles in the portal and book flights, or you can just cash that out, and that's $800 right there. I actually, on my Business Preferred, I got 120,000 UR point bonus, and just for spending money on my business that I was already spending, I got $1,200. I just cashed all those out, so that's literally like the easiest $1,200 I ever made.
But if you want to focus on travel, UR points are Probably some of the most powerful in the
Absolutely.
credit game right now.
Absolutely, UR points are the way to go. That's why we recommend Chase first, and specifically Chase cards that are going to give you UR points. Be careful of, like they have the Chase United card. It's going to say 50,000 points or 50,000 miles. Those are not UR points. Those are United miles with the airline. Same thing with they have Southwest cards. Those give you Southwest points, not UR points. UR points are much, much more valuable. Make sure you're going after a card that gives you UR points. The next one down, once you get a few, I recommend, and you'll see on US Credit Card Guide too, it'll say the recommended times to apply. And for Chase, I believe it's 2 every 30 days.
2 every 30 days, but if you don't have the greatest score or history, you might want to do 1 every 30 days.
Exactly. And we'll have another video on what's called an Aporama. If you want to learn how to apply for like 10 to 15 cards in a single day, hit the subscribe button. That's going to have another video coming out that you're going to see about that. But we don't recommend doing that right away. We recommend doing it, if you're just now starting out, 1 at a time. But the US Credit Card Guide will let you know the exact rules for every card. The next one, Barclays. I really like Barclays because specifically the Aviator Plus, because that one gives you 2 miles per dollar on all of your spins, and it's unlimited. So you can literally, if you can spend $1 million on that card, you're going to get 2 million miles, and that's ridiculous because that's worth so much.
Yep.
The Barclays points, in my opinion, not as valuable as the UR points. They don't have as many people you can transfer to, but they still have lots of valuable, mostly international travel lines that you can transfer to. So if you're wanting to fly from the States to like Paris or something, or wherever it is that you're trying to go, the Barclays card you can sometimes get whole trips for as low as like 40,000 miles, which is huge because they usually give you 60,000 miles on a bonus. So that's a whole trip right there. But they have the 6 and 24 rule. It's the same as the 5 and 24, only they give you 1 extra day. They also have a couple other little fine print things, which you can see on uscreditcardguide.com. Usually it's just like they want to see a credit card history of like at least a year or 2 years or something like that. And then the next one is Citi. There are a couple Citi cards that I think are really, really good. Specifically, the Citi Double Cash is one of my favorite credit cards.
I think we both have it.
Yeah, we both got.
Somewhere around here.
I think I might have a couple of these credit cards somewhere sitting around. I don't know.
Yeah, you got it.
I love the Citi, that card specifically because it's 2% cash back on all purchases, unlimited. It's actually 1% when you buy, 1% when you pay. So that's their way of ensuring that you pay your bills, which is actually pretty smart by Citi. I like the way they do that.
Right now, that's my go-to card for cash back.
Yeah,
Trying to make some cash, that's the card.
Once you get really good at manufactured spending and you're spending, $10,000 to $15,000 a week on that credit card. I mean, I have 3 of them that I do that amount on. So if you want to do the math on that, that's a pretty good amount of side income just for doing manufactured spending there. But that is a card that is affected by 6 and 24. Another one is like the Citi Advantage, the Platinums, and a lot of their higher tier cards are going to be a part of the 6 and 24.
The Citi Prestige as well.
Yeah.
That's a $450 annual fee.
Yeah, big
That's
annual
a hefty
fee.
one.
And don't be afraid of annual fees sometimes just because they cost a lot of money. Usually, if they have that big of an annual fee, it's because they come with a lot of benefits. And in my opinion, like the American Express Platinum, this is like a $500 annual fee, and I have 3 of them, and I have no problem paying that every year because the benefits that you get from that and the awards far outweigh the annual fee. The amount of money that you can get and the amount of free travel that you can get with that credit card far outweighs the $500 annual fee.
You get lounges, priority pass in the airports, Uber, restaurant, airline, TSA and global pre-check. Just the value is just enormous with a lot of these luxury cards. So they're like, if you travel for work, that's a card that you want to be putting all those expenses on for the points and just for the perks of having the card. You get access to lounges that give you free food and drinks. So.
Absolutely. And then once you go through these cards and you figured out, okay, I'm going to apply for one Chase card this month and then possibly another Chase card next month. But today I'm going to apply for a Chase card, a Barclays card, and a Citi card. And then next week or next month I'm going to apply for some more Discover cards possibly, or just something else to keep it going. The last one you ever want to apply for is going to be American Express. And the reason for this is because American Express does not care about how many hard pulls you have. They don't care if you just went and you applied for like 20 different credit cards and you have 20 inquiries sitting on your report. They're not really going to take that into consideration. A lot of these other guys are. So that's why you want to hit these first before you get these inquiries on your report. I always apply for Amex last. Once you have your core cards that you really want, then go ahead and apply for Amex, because you're still going to be able to get approved for the platinum cards, the gold cards, the rose card, you know, the green or everyday, blue everyday cashback card. You're going to be able to get approved for all of those, even if you have 20 other credit cards. So get your base ones first that are going to get you the most rewards, the most travel, the most value, and then do Amex last when you're finally done with all of that.
Another quick tip, this is the Discover It I have. You can only apply to one Discover card every 12 months. So that's a rule specific to Discover, not these other cards. So I can't get the next Discover card that I would like to get until I've had this one over a year.
And you can learn these rules on uscreditcardguide.com. That's why I recommend going through every credit card at least one time and reading the application times and like when they recommend to go after it and what the bank's rules are for approval, so that way you can put on paper which cards you want to go for and which ones make the most sense.